allowed the two children to handle the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
Off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power. Over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you. This is going to be a brief broadcast, okay? Maybe for like half an hour, 45 minutes until our prime time later tonight, 9 p.m. So share the broadcast. Let's talk about the ghost, visiting Ghost Town, where IPOB again showed who actually rules and owns the Eastern Nigeria, Biafra land.
Glory YouTube, Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun.
Thank you.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
At this point, if you ask the Buhari idiots that what exactly did Bokohari go to Imo State to do, there is no answer. But I will tell you a little bit of that. Some of you have found out anyway what today turned out to be. It was meant to show the criminal Bokohari the conquered land, and then to show him conquered people today. But it didn't go. It did not go according to plan. Yes. What did you go and do in Imo State today? We'll talk about that before we talk about his dress. I heard that that should have been made by Abba Kyari, Abba the tailor, if not because of what happened. I get this for you.
Yes, Raki. Maiyegun today. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Raki. Maiyegun today. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Maiyegun today. Lórí Facebook.
So my first greetings to everybody, especially all of you. Unwanted Dotland, everybody from the Dotland, all of you. Let me say this. Kweno. Biafra. Kwezeno. Hey. Some said that sitting at home is not doing a Bokohari any, it's not affecting Bokohari. It's just all of them in Eastern Nigeria that are just losing their businesses and all of that, blah, 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 nonsense. But again, those who put this together, they thought it is a good time to give, to give reports. If they have succeeded in killing thousands, making thousands disappear, and spreading fear. But the IPOB that planned to have a sit-at-home on the 14th of September decided to bring it forward. That how could Bokohari have the audacity to come to Biafra land? To come and do what? To come and walk on the blood of the innocent Biafran killed by his protege, like Hope Uzodinjo of Imo State. So some said, but he didn't just go to Imo State. He was there to commission project. I was like, okay, we found one of the projects on the roadside. Some said Nagota. So they came there to come and commission drainage. But that thing looked like drainage too. Look at, you see that thing where did that front? That was what Bokohari went to Imo State to commission. That was what Hopeless Uzodinjo brought him to come and commission. But something happened so greatly today. And that is the compliance. It's not just in Imo State. Oh. The compliance of sit-at-home was everywhere in Biafra land. The mockery, the shame that those who parade themselves as political leaders from southern Nigeria, the likes of Hopeless Uzodinjo, the likes of Devil Umahi, the one that actually prays that may God give you another Bokohari.
God will also give us the next president who has good heart, like President Buhari, for the good of this country. We need God's own anointing, our anointed president, for the interests and unity of this country.
The guy man, Devil Umahi, those are the foot soldiers of Bokohari in Biafra land. At least those ones that have come full circle. Last night, the government of Imo State, you know what they did? After they received thousands upon thousands of security taking over Imo State on the arrival of Bokohari, let me give you the first concept of when they say somebody is a president of a country. Okay? It doesn't have to be loved. No. But they will respect him, including those who didn't vote for him. Because the moment you become president of a country, you are expected to be the president of everybody in that country. But that is not Bokohari. Bokohari spelled it out that the 5% who didn't vote for him, they should not expect anything from him. But he didn't promise them that I was going to start killing them. So Bokohari had to send soldiers. Where is that? I saw a picture I wanted to share with you. So when he arrived at Imo State Airport, built by the Imo State people who contributed money to build their airport, not federal airport. Now, when he arrived in Ghost Town. Okay, so he sent in soldiers last night for like about 3 days now. They have been everywhere, not just Imo State, everywhere in Biafra land, just because they feel like, Bokohari, somebody that couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. Some people getting a different nightmare, going paranoid and all of that inside Aso Rock. Now he's going to a place they have told him that they have conquered ESN. They have conquered IPOB. You can come, sir. He was so scared. Look at the back of these pictures. If you look at the back of that picture, yeah, you will see the soldier security there. So many of them, in case their job is to kill anybody. You see everybody wearing that Isiagu. Some said now skirts, but now oversized skirts. Where they come match together, pin together, wrap around them. See how it look inside it. So they took over everywhere. So they now went about and started asking like it was an election. We want you to come out. We want you to come out and we want you to help us shame the IPOB. This IPOB are business spoilers for us. Because it was the Igbo governors the governors who came together, who agreed to call IPOB a terrorist organization after their negotiation with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2017 failed. And what was that negotiation? You remember that meeting in Enugu? It was for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to drop all the agitation of Biafra, and then it would be handsomely rewarded. And the Igbo leaders would do something about all the marginalization, the cheating, and everything is mentioned. And Nnamdi Kanu said, you can just go back now and tell Bokohari to make all the announcements of all these injustices we have mentioned. If you can do that, then we can begin the process of negotiating for how the referendum or not is going to be, because it's going to be nothing but Biafra. But when you want to talk about this endless protest, yeah, sure, I can undo that. But make sure that Bokohari announced the whole thing, that he has agreed to give the Biafrans the due recognition they deserve in Nigeria, as they should be, but they knew it was not going to be possible. So immediately after that meeting in Enugu, they agreed to proscribe IPOB. It wasn't Bokohari that promoted the proscription of IPOB. Did you know that? It was them, the governors. And it was Devil Umahi, the Devil Umahi of Ebonyi, he was still in PDP then. It was him who made that announcement of proscription of IPOB all across the Biafra land. Malamu just put a seal on it. That yes, good job, boys. Proscribe them. So they started going about last night, trying to give people money. In fact, they were offering money. We want you to come out. Come out. They are not asking people to come and welcome Bokohari. They were asking people to just come out of their houses, like, just do normal. Do not, we'll give you money. Just shame IPOB, because these people refuse to die. They can't give one useless person to come to go and sell the easier good that Bokohari put on. And that has been the talk of the town. You see, I'm in my back. See them? It's been the talk of the town. Everybody's been like, who put this oversized skirt on this ghost, Bokohari? They shall try everything to show that they are so loyal and don't believe Nnamdi Kanu, don't believe IPOB, including the Were Hopeless Uzodijo. He actually shut down banks for obeying every Monday sit at home. Then they spread the propaganda. Don't worry, the president is coming. There are security. If IPOB try nonsense, we'll deal with them. Oh boy, nobody is trying any nonsense now. Not the mad that you brought somebody from the old people's home in Aso Rock, Abuja, to come and commission gutter. And when they got there, instead of seeing IPOB, instead of seeing ESN, now ghost town. Now like this, it be everywhere. Now like this, people, they look Bokohari like, you see? I don't know if you can see my face. Can you see my face? Sorry, it's behind that shade. That's it, they're like that. Now ghost town, they come to, you have been killing us, kidnapping us. You called us a dot in a circle. People you can wipe off whenever you want. Now, welcome to the ghost towns. Whatever Hopeless Uzodijo tells you, you are welcome to the ghost town. Now, like this, then they look at. The desperation pushed them to go onto the street and get all the northerners they can find in Owerri. They say, all of you come. Zomana came, Megida coming from Abuja. Bokohari leader, Malam, Rakadede, Abuja coming today. Zomana to, you know what I mean? We'll go pay you, Baba, then show up. You know, say PC gets members for Imo. So they all of you queue here. They won't take picture. All of you come together. People say, well, when are you going to pay us? Because we don't understand all these things. So we'll go use bottle on a cutlass. No. Just hold the flag. They will give you more. All of you queue. Line up here. So that they will take pictures. After that, they caught somebody in there. After the whole thing, they took Bokohari into somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know. All right. After he commissioned you remember that gutter I showed you earlier? that Bokohari went to Imo State to commission. I hope the Buhari idiots are watching. The Buhari Danes and the Buhari Diderans, the Buhari idiots. I hope you are watching. This is what Bokohari went to Imo to commission. Gutter. To go and commission gutter. Can you imagine that? Eh? Insult upon injury. I've been assault upon injury at the column. Anyway, they can't hire one, what do you call it? They hired one Yinka Ayefele of Owerri. Yinka Ayefele of Owerri is the one that will sing and say, oh yeah, Bokohari, come and talk. I'm sorry if this actually gets to you, but this happened as well. Nobody on the street go online, just say Bokohari's visit to Imo State today. You can tell what is the situation report from all of the Biafra landed today. It is the same, but they had somebody where they sing in praises. I don't understand what he's saying. I know you help me, but Bokohari has something to say to the people they brought from Kogi. Imagine people going as far as Kogi. Ebonyi governor is there. Devulumayi is there. Oples Uzodijo. So many other governors, they stayed away. They don't want to enter the trouble too much. Last, they put Bokohari inside one primary school. Gather people around. People they trucked from Ebonyi. People they trucked from Kogi. Imagine going to Kogi to go and hire women. Then the abokis they could find on the streets that were easy, people for hire. They can't put all of them inside one primary school. President of a country, number one person in Nigeria, put them inside a place. They can't sing Ayefele for them. Sorry, what does this mean, by the way? Kwaya Baba, Kaya Baba, Imo Kwaya Baba. Does that mean that Imo welcome Baba? Imo lovely Baba. Imo welcome Baba. Oh, Nashare. Imo Kwaya Baba. Imo Kwaya Baba. Ulu Kwaya Baba.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, his colleagues that have accompanied us here, I think I have to revert to the old saying that seeing is believing. I accepted this invitation to come to see what the Governor wanted me to see. And I have seen enough that justifies his integrity in making sure that he is working very hard to make sure that you get the structure necessary for you to build the oven. I am very impressed with what he has done because I have gone through the same problem at the center to make sure that infrastructure is what will enable the people to mind their own businesses. If there are no roads, if there is no security, what can people do? Absolutely nothing. I am very pleased that by some fabulous coincidence, my idea and that of your governor coincided. I am very pleased with what I have seen, and I assure you that at the center, I will try to encourage Imo State within the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you very much for being lucky to have the break in the weather for us to go around and see what the governor has done for the state. I thank you very much. And God bless you all.
Thank
They say na Omo Poya Baba. That's a Imo call him Baba or Imo call on Baba. Do you call him Baba? Do you call this lifeless man a queen? Did you hear his voice? Did you hear his voice? You can tell that it's somebody who is paid, somebody who has been in a total lockdown, somebody somewhere from old people's home, you know, old, frail, pale people. Just like Bokohari, so just like a Tifnumbu. That voice, compare that voice to this as well. Just to give you an idea of what I'm trying to say, right? A frailed people ruling Nigeria, and that is why Nigeria is dying, because Nigeria is being led by ghosts, near dead or dead people, like this guy.
And we are competing with armed robbers and bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What do we eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand as consumption.
And I just think that somewhere God will just help me, because I really wish I could really help. I really wish I could help. It's very painful, truly. I can't.
Do you understand? Gerontocrats, ruling people who should be at the prime of their lives, who still have a long way to go in their lives, right? They are being led by near-grave gerontocrats. So I'm asking you again, the Buhari idiots, what exactly did Bokohari go to Imo State to do today? They were telling him that they have conquered IPOB. Ha! IPOB, we no be political party. IPOB that doesn't have this giant, massive office. IPOB that doesn't have any headquarters anywhere that anybody can go to. The IPOB that doesn't have soldiers, army, guiding a particular place to make them so powerful. That IPOB told people, stay at home. Devil, they come down today. If you go out, devil, where they drink blood from far away. If you go out and you become the victim of the devil and his agents, you are on your own, no? Even though they will do it and they will still blame us. So that's why the father saying, our house, we stay inside our house, we no come out, we no want to see the devil. If you go out and they deal with you, they will still blame us, so they will still say, now us. Oh boy, people know the devil when they see one. And you think when you talk about IPOB, you are talking about all of us, we get access to smartphone to talk. You have no clue. Some people have carried this beyond. When you hear, sit at home. The real people, when they carry out sit at home in Biafra land, they have song. Some of you know the song. And they didn't form that song on social media. Now from the meetings to tell themselves, Bokohari, they come, oh, the devil is coming, oh, run, oh. But running, when we say run, it's not that they are hiding. They just want the devil to have it, to make himself feel powerful, so free, and come to the ghost town. Because you see, those people, they are more stronger, determined than many of you promoting Biafra on social media. I learned something from them. It was after the attempt to undermine and destroy the struggle of Biafra that these old, loyal, patriotic Biafrans released this jam. Trust me, you said don't miss some, haven't you?
Oh, you do IPOB. Oh, Mary, oh, Nindizu. Oh, Nigeria. Abakare. Mama Daora. Unapori Mary Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Mary Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Mary Nandi. Nandi go onye do IPOB. O Mary Wonelizu Biroya Abakare Mamanda Ora Unapori Mary Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Mary Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Mary Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Mary Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Mary Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapori Mary Nandi.
Oh boy, you have no idea. So those are the Biafrans, oh, when they talk about sit at home. You see those people, those are the ones who pass the messages across to themselves. Because they know when they say the monster is in town, monster that kill children, monster that kill women, monster that kill young people, monster that kidnap people simply because they identify as Biafran or as IPOB. What will you do? You keep your children away from such monster. You keep your businesses away from such monster, because Buhari only come to do just 3 things: to steal, to kill, and to destroy. That's it. And when I received the news today that Lagos State, they have passed their own VAT law. Oh boy, you know, say Lagos na Tifnumbu's piggy bank. But we can deal with Tifnumbu later. Okay? Some of you did not know that Lagos State, Lagos alone, has been feeding more than 20 states in Nigeria every month for God knows how long. You don't know? Because with all of this deduction here, that deduction there, tax here, federal tax here, what do you call it? Education tax here, importation tax here, import duty, stamp duty, blah, blah, blah nonsense they take. All this money come in billions from those who really work. And where people they work? No be south. There's people they work, real work for the northern Nigeria that they pay, they actually pay the tax. No. Lagos State alone, Lagos, has been feeding 20 states in Nigeria, not just in northern Nigeria, including in southern Nigeria. No joke. They rob everybody. Bayelsa State, they generate almost 9 billion for value-added tax. Guess how much they are giving Bayelsa every month? 93 million. 93. Imagine me collect my salary now, and my salary is 1,000 naira, and somebody collected the 1,000 naira from me, and the person just give me 15 naira. Baba would die here, and that will die here is the level everybody don't they go now. Lagos State generated 48 billion in 1 month. Bokohari gave them back, gave them 9.7 billion from 48 billion. Now, the remaining money will go to the places like Gombe, Yobe, Bauchi, Zamfara, Kaduna, Kano, whereas Niger, Kirby, Tarap, all these places. So, and guess what? They have 12 Sharia states in northern Nigeria. Somebody said, Maiyegun, every time we use this alcohol on the issue of consumption tax, which is called the value-added tax, we are losing the value, the real argument. I understand, Baba. We understand that we should not just be using the alcohol. But the reason why we are using majorly the alcohol is because that is the only industry in Nigeria that pays highest in tax in Nigeria. Not your telecommunication company, not your oil company, not your NNPC, none of those. Beer, ogogoro, burukutu, call it whatever you want to call it. They pay more tax to the government of Nigeria than any other. Go and check, because I like it. Just like when I said California is richer than Texas, even though Texas has abundance of oil. Somebody came and he corrected me. And I take to that correction because I checked myself. He said, Maiyegun, California also have oil. In fact, they have one of the biggest deposits of oil, crude oil, wherever in the world. At least in America today. And I'm like, okay, that's a fact too. But that was not the context at which I used that description at the time. But you see on this one, you can go back and check too. 12 states practicing Sharia codedly. Nobody said they know they consume alcohol too. I just found out as well. Their own alcohol consumption is not to be taxed because in Sharia, you are not to drink alcohol. Listen to this. So in Islam, you are not supposed to drink alcohol. It's not allowed. Therefore, because it is not allowed in Islam, there must never be any tax on it in Sharia. Do you understand? That's why they are not supposed to take it. They are not supposed to. So the moment they said they don't want beer and all of that, that is the right thing to do. If Nigeria was to be Islamic Republic country. But they take care from that money. And now that Lagos State says, we are able to allow people to do what is right and pay taxes on consumables and all of that, while in northern Nigeria, they continue to rule by their religious dictates that puts limitation here, limitation there. For example, police raiding brothels, raiding hotels, raiding night joints, and all these places where people actually go there to spend money that government eventually actually make taxes from. That's hypocrisy. So that's why they said, listen, normally, if we all want to be reasonable, VAT should be collected and spent by the states that generates them. That's it. If I'm selling can of iron brew, if I'm selling the can of iron brew in any part of Nigeria, every can that I sell, every can sold, there will be VAT. There will be VAT on it, right? So, which simply means if you stifle the environment, if you stifle the economy, if you stifle the whole system enough, whereby what I can sell, right, is completely dictated, that reduces what I can sell. However, that simply means it also determines how much government is going to make. So you don't ban things and then you expect people who allow them to give you money from what they allowed that you fail to allow. So if you choose to sell a can, like I was describing, a can of, if you just want to sell a can of iron brew to 1 million people in your state regularly, and you know that from that 1 million you will make a social tax from it, it's up to you. Or if you have to give other people chance, it's up to you how you raise your own a VAT there, and you can spend it on whatever you want. But the way they program Nigeria, Nigeria is like, what do you call it? A graveyard, whereby scroungers and scavengers, vultures go to go and feast. And they say if you stop them from coming there to feast, they are going to starve and die. And you are like, okay, what if there's nothing there to feast on anymore? What are you going to do? They say, but when we get to that stage, we'll think about what to do. So in a nutshell, right, they build Nigeria in a way that some of their elite from northern Nigeria, they have grown so complacent, they have grown so lazy, so dependent, and so arrogant in their laziness that they only rely on whatever is coming from other part of the country to survive. Why they flippantly, arrogantly continue to jump about, flex, and throw their weights about of how they control Nigeria. The only thing they control in Nigeria is the money that is coming from the south. That's all they control. 20 states, Lagos State alone. So now that Lagos States have made their law and said, we are going to be spending our VAT here. We're not going to give it to any center anymore. We're not going to wait for them to give us, to hand over our paycheck, and then they hand us peanuts. So that is one. There is still something called stamp duty. There's still something, you know, this also Lagos State government passed their own, Lagos State House of Assembly, they also passed their anti-open grazing law today. That too, they sweet my belly. No be say Lagos to get any land for any Fulani terrorists to occupy or anything. But if you go to Ikorodu, if you go to Ekpe, if you go to all the Victoria Island area, all this island now, all these areas have been surrounded, occupied by Fulani terrorists. Sometimes their cows can run and go astray on Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos. So now in Lagos, it is now a crime. I love the fact that in Lagos State, their own law says, if they arrest you with your cow, you go to jail for 4 years or thereabouts. They will confiscate all your cows. If they find you with AK-47 gun, now 21 years, no appeal. Well, you can appeal, but no parole. I like that too. If you now want to deal with people, be very clear. Some said, Maiyegun, they no fit do am. It no matter whether they go do them or not. It's now law in Lagos State. Abi, you wait now. The house is crumbling. The Tifnumbu, that is their leader, is there in London. And some said maybe Tifnumbu has, maybe he's told his guys that, listen, these people are mad people. They are not living power. They're not going to give me any presidency in 2023. Mokolo of now, just go do whatever you can do to save yourself. So these guys are mad. Maybe that is why Lagos State is now has passed the open grazing bill. They've also passed the VAT bill. Oh boy. These two bills, they passed today. I'm waiting for when Sonwo-Iku will sign them. So when Sonwo-Iku sign them, I'm going to wait till when they start implementing them. Now we are now asking, oh boy, waiting be all other southern states. What are you waiting for? Lagos State that is contributing 60% to your VAT receipt. They said they are no longer going to allow them to take the 60% from them anymore. No shishi. River State that is contributing over 20% of the same, over 30% of the same fund. They say River State self now, Wike first starter, they are not going to pay shishi. So some of those states in southern Nigeria that are still paying, some of you are still generating your own peanut on VAT. That they contribute them. They put them inside the jar, a cookie jar, for Kebbi, for Benue, for Kebbi, for Borono, Abi. Don't worry. You better go and pass your own VAT now, the same way you pass your open grazing. Fiscal restructuring of Nigeria is happening right before our eyes. Oh boy, no let them pass you. And all of this did not start until IPOB hold the squadron, the Bokohari. They hold the balls of Bokohari. They hold the balls of these Fulani jihadists every day. They know they leave them. They ran them out of this desperation to the point that these Fulani jihadists in government started acting mad. They started attacking everybody. They no care. They started suspecting everybody. Now IPOB forced them. If people hold your squadron like that, they hold on, they squeeze on, they hold on, they squeeze on, they shout Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. If they shout, they misbehave. That's how they saw us too, the Yorubas as enemies now. People used to think that we are allies, we are friends, that whatever happens, they will never touch the Yorubas. They will always, you see what happened to us now. Now the IPOB, Kosa, and they hold their distance, they started misbehaving. They started miscalculating. They started misfiring. All the misfiring, miscalculating made them blind, deaf, and dumb to what is going on, the reality. Now they have also, they have isolated themselves now. The power that used to be so powerful for them is so scary now for them to leave. Are you following me? IPOB. So they have divided Nigeria so well that many people have said, like, we are done. No, this country cannot work. Forget it. No, it can't work. Oh, this whole thing is just rubbish. I never used to believe that Nigeria will break up, but now I believe better. I mean, this Bokohari is, you know what I mean? Nah, IPOB, Kosa. Oh, offend them, oh. It better may you not be their friend than to choose to be their enemy. Just don't. If you don't have an idea, ask Bokohari, the same Bokohari that was bragging. Remember, the same Bokohari that was bragging of how he was going to deal with the IPOB. He was going to deal with Nnamdi Kanu. Maybe you don't remember. I'm going to go soon because I'm going to go prepare for tonight. But let me remind you, this is it. Way back in 2015.
Mr. President, the State Security Service has consistently, since you came in, disobeyed court orders. I can mention Kade Array. I can mention Sambo Asuku has about 3 bails and is still being arrested. I can mention Patrick Bole Kemi. I can go on and on, Nnamdi Kanu of Biafra agitation. These people have legitimate bails from court, and then they're still being held. Are you not worried? And then, secondly, sir, why
we can only take one. I'm really sorry.
All right, sir.
We've got limited time. Yes, Mr. President.
Are you a lawyer? I'm a journalist, sir.
You want to be appointed lawyer then. Technically, if you see the type of atrocities those people committed, I'm very sorry to say this publicly, against the country. If they jump bail, if say the former president just wrote to the governor central bank and said, give 40 billion naira, 40 billion to so. And then he fills the accounting and you give him bail or you ask him to go and see his doctor in London. While you have 2 million people in IDPs, half of them, they don't even know their parents. Which kind of country do you want to run? And the one we are calling Kanu, do you know he has 2 passports? One Nigerian, one British, and he came to this country without using any passport. Do you know he brought an equipment into this country, a sophisticated equipment, and was broadcasting for Radio Biafra? Which kind of government do you want to have?
But we wrote an editorial against him in Premium Times.
What?
Premium Times wrote editorial against his radio station and called on the federal government to stop that.
So he should be given bail to go away. There's a treasonable felony against him, and I hope the court will listen to the case.
I see people arguing inside the comment. You stop arguing. You don't argue when ghosts like this are in charge. Okay? Because whether you like it or not, they have democratized. The only thing they have managed to democratize in Nigeria under Bokohari is injustice. Do you understand? They have democratized it, whether you be APC, whether you be PDP, whether you don't support any of them, whether you are for Biafra, whether you're for Dual Republic, whether you are for true federalism or restructuring, whatever you call yourself, name it. If you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, forget it. Now everybody go chop breakfast. Now everybody they chopper now. It's just like now turn by turn Nigeria Limited. Stop arguing. Stop fighting yourselves. Fighting yourself. The person where you are fighting now ghosts. Photo, that's what somebody called him. Photo, that's what he is. IPOB peacefully asked for referendum. They tabled their grievances. They said, we want our own country so that we can do this, we can do that. Bokohari chose to unleash war on them. Now only Bokohari go first be president. Obasanjo no be president. Eh? Cheyaradua no do president. Or na Egberejo Lantern no do president. Now this one be sadists and jihadists who love blood. You unleash blood on them. Now you are scared that they are going to be so brutal. They are going to be so unkind when they come for you. You can't go you can't mara. Now everybody got to say, IPOB should relax. Let me tell you something. Don't let anybody lie to you that if you are from Anambra State, they are saying you need to go and vote. You need to go and vote. Okay? Go and vote. If not, APC will take over Anambra. Go and vote. Now lie you. If you fall for the mumuting, now validation you they give them. You know, at this point, I actually wish I'm a Biafra so that I can say it with all my chest and say, now so I go do if I get the chance. Somebody said, but Maiyegun, why can't you tell the Yoruba people not to go and vote? I can tell them. I can tell the Yoruba, please don't go. My Yoruba people, stop voting. Don't go and vote. But you know one thing? I know Nnamdi Kanu. They're not going to listen to me. I'm not joking. Because I don't have such power, to be sincere. I can't tell them to sit at home. I can't even tell them that Yoruba people, tomorrow we are going to. They will just say, wait till they do this guy. Maiyegun, what is wrong with you? So don't overrate me. I keep saying that, okay? I'm just telling you that there are some people who are going to try and blackmail you, thinking that, making you to think that not true. If we no vote now, they will just give on to APC. They will just make APC take over. APC will just start giving our land to all those things are bobo. Ebonyi people voted for APC. Ebonyi people voted for APC. Did they? What about Cross River people? Calabar people, them vote for APC. No be PDP, them believe say them voted for Ebonyi. Who they rule Ebonyi now? Who? I know, APC here. Who is now ruling Akwa Ibom State? APC. Who did the people of Imo State vote for? Ihedioa, PDP. Who is ruling in Imo State today? I feel like I can hear your voice, all of you saying it. APC. You know that kind of thing. When you're like a DJ, like a DJ in a hall, yeah. And they're like asking you, and you're asking your audience, who the ruler? They say APC. Who the ruler? Who the ruler? So don't let anybody deceive you. All they are telling you about voting for this, voting for that, they just need you. Especially those PDP wage boys. They just want you to help them, put them for work again. Hunger Day Town. Hunger Day. Survivor now waiting everybody they look for now. And when you are in Nigeria in this situation, when you see people telling you that wasting your vote, you are, you know, if you don't vote, they will bring another person. Baba, made them bring another person. Made them bring another. Tell them they'll go bring another person. Ebonyi people did not vote for APC. Egbekegbe. Imo State people did not vote for APC. Egbekegbe. What's that place again? Cross River State people did not vote for APC. Even Zamfara State people did not vote for APC. But once you have those ones there, what do you expect? They go on with it. May I go rest? I'll see you guys later tonight if I still get that energy. I just want you know, say, going to going to Imo State today by Bokohari, now flop. And I want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you to all of you, my dear Biafran brothers and sisters. You know one thing, when you win an award like that, when you feel so good, they say, okay, come and give your vote of thanks, and you have to say, thank you, Mr. Timekeeper. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Chairperson, accurate timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you to my daddy. I want to say thank you to my mommy. I want to say thank you to all of you IPOB members who are too much. The world will listen to you, not because they want to, but because they have to. Let them mock. Let them say. But as they say, he who laugh last, laugh best. Freema Nnamdi Kanu. Begin the process of healing, rehabilitation, and then compensation for those you have brutally killed. And let the conversation around how they're going to get a Biafra begin. Referendum, they say. You have people. You see, that's why they won't conduct any referendum. They say people are scared of IPOB. That's why they didn't come out. Now lie. People are scared of the evil that came to their town. And that's Bokohari and his agents. If you now believe, say, Igbo people no support Biafra. After all of this sit-at-home evidence we will not see. If you now not believe, I beg you now in the name of Jesus, just conduct a referendum. Please. Just choose a day. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Choose a day for referendum. Okay? We'll find out. Sorry, I'm being so kind of trying to be funny. I'm not funny. I'm just trying to be funny. Because it was pretty much like when I look at the whole thing today, I was looking somewhere where I was going to see why was Bokohari in Imo State today. I wanted to see projects. I wanted to see things. Oh boy, now ghost time at the sea. If I close eyes, now ghosts at the sea. And it be like a ghost of the people killed by Bokohari and his agents. Now ghost. Now like this, they look. That is why when Bokohari realized that, oh boy, this place no be for me, oh man, they go, una don't fail. Sharper, he jump enter road. IPOB, una well done. That's all you needed to do. No wahala, no fight, no nothing. Just send the message. We don't want you here. What do you find? What do you look for here, Bokohari? What do you find? Who should they look for? Your friends, you brought them from Kogi, Ebonyi, and everywhere they come there. Still, it don't make any sense. You did drive through a town, a bubbling city, bubbling town, and it looked like saying a war just happened there because yes, that was what happened there. You are a calamity. Man, una go so suffer, Buhari. when this whole charade come to an end. I just hope that say that time myself go don't change. I could just they try to do deliverance for many of you. You not go suffer on top the streets with what that man has done. Continue. Enjoy the moment. I'm still trying to find who was that tailor that made that Isagu clothes for Bokohari. Now skirt he made or now oversized kembe. I'll find out later tonight. I'm going to try and take some calls tonight if I come on tonight. And I do really wish I'm going to come on tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, my friends on YouTube, if this is your first time of watching Maiyegun, don't worry, I'm unscripted. So it can be long, it can be short, but it is always going to be sincere. Okay, subscribe on Maiyegun's Diary Political. Give me that thumb up on that. You know what I mean? Under that video, if you are watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, drop your comments, click like, share, and let's see later tonight, if you have the time. Until then, I'm going to say, Enugu Kwenu.
Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ìpẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ìgòmìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀ Súnrákì. Maiyegun Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe